This story, The White Butterfly and the Collectionist, is part of a project I have called Fairy Tales Are Real. And I've dedicated this project to all the children of the world, especially to Alexandria, who is very close to me. I want to say to all children to never give up that fairy tale world. Fairy tales are real. And regardless of what the adult world may be going on through and whatever they may say, children know. Just keep that world alive in your hearts, because fairy tales are real. Now, The Butterfly and the Collectionist is a story that I wrote in Ibiza, an enchanted island of the Mediterranean. And a few summers ago, I was in Ibiza, and there was a moon eclipse. It was a very special evening. The gypsies were singing, and I had stayed up. I was listening to the song, and when they finished, I went to talk to them and asked them, what is this song all about? And the gypsy says, it's the story of the human soul. We all know it inside. I was enchanted and started writing the story and illustrating it, and had lots of fun doing it. The illustrations are very special to me because I have just been very free. I have been free in the execution and fantasy. I have utilized brush and watercolor, pencils and collage, well, everything I wanted. So this is what came out of it, The Butterfly and the Collectionist, an autobiography of a soul. I'll tell you the story now. Once upon a time, there was a white butterfly who was the queen of the butterflies of dawn. She danced in the gardens of the world, and flying by the most beautiful flowers, she'd whisper in their ears wonderful stories of love. She was happy, the butterfly queen. She loved to flirt with the sun, the violets, the carnations and the roses. Sometimes she looked like a flower from an almond tree moved by the fresh breeze. One morning, in the springtime, a collectionist arrived to the garden where our queen made love to a jasmine's bloom. He saw her beauty and wanted it, so he caught her, nailed her white wings on black velvet with 3 silver pins, and took her to his museum of death, where all beauty dies. The story says that since that day, the collectionist wanders around the gardens of the world, which by now are almost desert, trying to catch a butterfly's breath to bring the white queen back to life. But the collectionist doesn't know about butterflies or life. Butterflies are free, so when he holds them, they sigh and they die, and the breath of life escapes again and again from his net, because it can't be taken into the land of death. So, in the forest, the trees wilt and die, and the flowers never bloom, because there's no one to tell them stories of love flying free with butterflies' wings. The sun, who loves the forest and wakes it up every morning, saw it wilting and dying. He heard the flowers crying, so he wanted to know the reason for their tears. The flowers told him the sad story of the butterfly queen and the collectionist who stole her breath and took her to the land of death. The sun, who loves life and butterflies, took a great sigh and hid himself from the earth. He felt so much pain he felt, that he couldn't shine anymore. So he withdrew his golden rays into the palace of his heart, where at the moment love was taking a nap. In his dreams, love saw a world in which there was only darkness, because the sun was hiding in a place nobody knew. So the song of joy of the morning birds sounded like the lament of a broken flute. Their sad song broke the ocean's heart in half, so that the ocean lost its rhythm, and it sounded like an echo of the bird's cry. The ocean's anguish woke up love, who asked the reason for his pain. The ocean told love, I lost my rhythm and I lost my sound because the birds have lost their song. They cry, he said, because I think the mountain has swallowed the sun. So the morning never came, and there's no joy, no light left in the sky, only a thrice dark darkness which is here to stay. This darkness, the ocean said, has made darker even the night, because the moon, who is the sun's mirror at night, has also lost its light and can't either be found, so there's great confusion among planets and stars. The wind, who is my lover and caresses my waves every day, came rushing to help when he heard my sad cry, but he cannot see without light, so he lost his direction and blows right and left, trying in vain to snuff out the darkness which never left. This is why we all impotent cry, the ocean said, there's no hope, there's no way, only the sun can drive away the darkness from the night. This is why we all impotent cry, whistled the wind, there's no way to recover the light. There's only darkness, a darkness of death, which covers the anguish of planet Earth like a black mourning dress. This is why we all impotent cry, added the birds, there's only darkness, there's only death. There's no way to have light in darkness. There's no way to have life in death. Love, moved by so much pain, went to the sun and asked him if he had a reason to hide his light. The sun in tears told love the story